Jalen Brunson's offensive arsenal was on full display against the Sixers, helping New York advance to the conference semifinals. Tyrese Haliburton's performance likewise provided the Pacers the fire to defeat the injury-laden Bucks and move on to the next level. So it has come to this. The Knicks will go head-to-head against the Pacers in the second round of the playoffs, and fans will be watching. But let's take a look back at the kicks worn by the key members of each team and some side notes about the Sixers and the Bucks. So let's talk. Welcome back. This is Fresh Pair. Smash the thumbs up button. Share this video to your friends. Follow me on Instagram. And if you're new here, subscribe to my channel for updates. That said, let's dive in. Giannis was out for all the games against the Pacers because of an injury. Now, for better or for worse, we did not get to see the Nike Zoom Freak 5 in playoffs action, meaning no new colorways, no playoffs edition on the NBA court, and no chance for Giannis to debut the upcoming Nike Zoom Freak 6. On the other hand, Damian Lillard debuted the Adidas Dame 9 during the first game between the Bucks and the Pacers. Now, out of the 4 games Dame played out of 6, he wore the playoffs colorway of the Dame 9. The shoe has a predominantly purple upper and outsole with a black inner piece and orange heel midsole. It would have been nice to see the Dame 9 and the Freak 6 see more action during the playoffs, but Tyrese Haliburton and the Pacers had other plans, which brings us to the next point. The Pacers currently does not have a signature athlete. The last time they had one was when Paul George was still playing for Indiana, starting with the Nike PG1. Nevertheless, Nike can't miss the opportunity to flex its shoes, and what better way to do so than to have Tyrese Haliburton showcase the shoes. For Game 1, Tyrese wore the Nike Kobe 6. On Game 2, he switched to the Nike GT Cut 2. Game 3, we saw Tyrese return to the Nike Kobe 6. Then on Game 4, he laced up the Nike Kobe 5 in a familiar colorway, the Prelude Finals MVP colorway. On Game 5, Tyrese wore a white and orange Nike Kobe 5, which we previously saw on Devin Booker. Now to close out the series, Tyrese rocked a gray colorway with yellow hits of the Nike Kobe 5. Highly likely that we'll see more Kobe Protros on Tyrese Haliburton's feet as the Pacers match up against the New York Knicks. And speaking of the Knicks, let's have a look at the kicks of the man of the hour, Jalen Brunson. If there's anything consistent about Jalen Brunson apart from his offense, it's his preference for sneakers for the playoffs. The Nike Kobe 6 has been his weapon of choice throughout the first round. For the series opener against the Sixers, Brunson wore the Grinch colorway. On Game 2, he rocked a pair of the Sail colorway. Then on Game 3, he wore the Kobe 6 Fiesta. On Game 4, he wore the predominantly orange WNBA colorway. Game 5, we saw Brunson wear the Italian camo before circling back to the Grinch to close out the series. As for Dante DiVincenzo, his level of consistency with his playoffs shoes are a level higher than Brunson. Suffice it to say that he wore just one colorway of the Anta Zap 1 from games 1 to 6, which is an all-orange colorway. We'll probably see more of this consistency, well, at least in terms of shoe preference, from both Brunson and DiVincenzo as the Knicks battle the Pacers in the coming days. It would have been a win-win situation for Skechers had Julius Randle played the full series against Joel Embiid and the Sixers. Reason is that both NBA players are signed with Skechers, and having them going against each other would have been a treat for the brand in terms of exposure. But with Randle out due to an injury, that wouldn't happen for Skechers. Embiid, of course, does not have a signature shoe yet with Skechers, but throughout the 6 playoff games against the Knicks, he would wear the Skechers SKX float. For games 1 and 2, he wore a white colorway with black and blue hits. And then from games 3 up to the 6th game, Embiid laced up a deep blue colorway with hits of neon green of the SKX float. Despite the first round exit, the other Sixers shoes worn throughout the playoffs are also worth noting. For Kelly Oubre Jr., he wore 4 colorways of the Converse All-Star BB Trillion CX. Meanwhile, Tyrese Maxey laced up the New Balance two-way version 4 in multiple colorways. As we approach the second round of the NBA playoffs, we can expect some of the sneaker brands to roll out new colorways for some of their shoes. Between the Pacers and the Knicks, worth keeping an eye out on are the shoes that the popular players will wear, including Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Haliburton, both of whom favor the Nike Kobe 5 and 6. In the meantime, let me know what you think about some of the shoes worn during the first round of the NBA playoffs. Tell me which one is your favorite. Post your thoughts in the comments section, smash the thumbs up button, share this video to your friends, follow me on Instagram, and if you're new here, subscribe to my channel for updates. This is Fresh Bear, thanks for watching, peace and love to the fellow underdogs.